Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Susan Lynn. I'm a psychic medium, and look who I have on my channel today. I'm super excited to bring these wonderful pet psychics, animal communicators back again to read for you, to read for your pets. These ladies are professional, they're certified animal communicators. So you're going to get some amazing messages from your pets, living and deceased. So before we get started, I want to just say that thank you for being here for sure. I know that this is a live chat and everybody's going to be joining as we get started here. So not everybody's here yet, but we're going to go ahead and start because we have a lot of animals that want to send messages right now. We can feel them. They're here with us. So without any further ado, I'm going to introduce Donna, who's one of the animal communicators. And she's going to tell you a little bit about this group because this is not just any group of pet psychics. They're special. So why don't you explain that to us, Donna?
Thank you, Susan. Hi, everybody, and thank you so much for coming tonight. I'm part, as of all of my compadres here, part of a wonderful group of professional animal communicators, and we call ourselves the Animal Communication Collective. And what we do as a volunteer organization is we work together with other animal welfare organizations like rescues and animal sanctuaries like the group we're going to talk about tonight to help expand awareness of animal communication. And by supporting efforts, of all these other folks, we help by putting on animal communication Zoom reading events. All of the proceeds that we make whenever we do an event for an animal welfare organization go directly to that organization. This is a labor of love and a passion project for all of us. And so we're just really happy to be able to do that. And this month, the ACC, as we call ourselves, have the pleasure of co-hosting a group Zoom event for a place called 16 Hands of Love. Mm-hmm. It's a magnificent, gorgeous, wonderful, magical animal sanctuary right on Galveston Bay in Seabrook, Texas. And its director, Angela Hoover, has an amazing herd, not just of horses, where the name comes from, but also goats and chickens and cats and dogs and all the other animals that live on the grounds. And in addition to the therapy that those animals provide to us as visitors, she also and her other staff communicate with the children in an after-school program to bring awareness to them of what animal husbandry is all about, respect for the planet, respect for all animals, respect for life. And it's hands-on right there at the animal sanctuary. So they're trying to raise money to buy land for a permanent home. And we are going to be doing our group event with them on Tuesday, spelled TWOSDAY, 2/22/2022 at 7 p.m. We're going to be hosting an event there for them. The tickets are $25, and we're also raffling off free readings, 30-minute readings, not just mini readings like tonight. So the raffle tickets are $5, or you can buy 3 for $10. So please go to 16handsoflove.org if you would, and consider coming to join us that night, and or buy a raffle ticket, or both. That'd be awesome. Anyway, thank you so much for being here.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Donna. That is amazing. What
we'd like to do next, if you don't mind, Jody, is tell us what happens during one of those events.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jody Crotty. Thanks, Donna, and thanks, Susan, for welcoming us back again. This is so fun. So what happens during one of these fundraising events? The fundraising event is a 90-minute Zoom link event. It's a private Zoom link, and there's usually 3 or 4 animal communicators offering readings during the event. So the animal communication, or the ACC members, intuitively choose members of the audience to do readings for. I forgot my train of thought. I really did. Sometimes this happens because I have a lot going on in my head right now. So we partner with lots of 501c3 animal organizations, as Donna had mentioned before. And so 100% of the proceeds from the event and ticket sales and raffle sales goes right back to the organization. And then after, we usually follow up with a Q&A and things like that. And so if you're interested during the event of having a private reading, a 30-minute reading, an hour reading, 15% of that total proceed reading goes again back to the animal welfare organization that we're doing the event for. So it's really a great way to have your animal read that's alive or in spirit from 4 or 3 animal communicators. So you're getting a really a tender, genuine connection from all of the animal communicators that participate during the event. So if you're looking for, if you have a special animal sanctuary or a rescue that you're interested in, go right directly to our website, which is the animalcommunicationcollective.com, and you can see and find more information about how to do an event from there. So thank you. That was really cool. And I apologize that I messed up.
You didn't mess up. There's no messing up on there, like no crying in baseball. There's no messing up on live videos.
Oh, good movie.
It's all good.
Good movie.
It's all good. So if you guys, I'm going to break all this down for you. Basically, what we have here are some amazing pet psychics that donate their time 100% for these events. So you go to this event for 16 Hands of Love and buy a ticket. You can get a mini reading. You can win a mini reading. So it's just a win-win situation. And I just want to thank these ladies for being here tonight because they're doing this on their own time. They're giving of their own abilities and their time to help animals. So it's just amazing, right? It's actually just amazing. So I'm going to say one more time that you guys are more than welcome to send super chats. Whatever you donate to this channel tonight will go straight to 16 Hands of Love. However, YouTube does take 30% of that. So you can go to 16handsoflove.org. And right in the top of her website is how to donate. So you can actually donate directly to her. And I'm going to talk about messing up. I'm going to try to do something. Let's see if I can pull it off. I don't know if I can. I was going to try to share a screen, but maybe I don't have the girl cojones to do that. But let me just tell you the story. The last time these ladies were on, we were fundraising for another group, but 16 Hands of Love was what we were also fundraising for. And we raised $500 for them. And I just want to tell you the story because it's absolutely amazing. Donna lives nearby, and we actually showed up together to give the check to the lady that runs, Angela, who runs 16 Hands of Love. Now, when we showed up, of course, Donna and I are both psychic and we're both pet lovers. So all the animals came from the farm to us. And she said, that's unusual. Well, the horses came right up to us, and particularly one horse. As I was having the check in my hand, giving it to Angela, this horse put its face, its muzzle, right in the way. And Donna and I intuitively picked up that the horse had a toothache. He literally was trying to get the check. And she used the check for his dentist appointment and got his tooth fixed. But he was like, that's my check, thank you. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, this guy walked right into the photo and literally was trying to get the check. Like, that's my money, thank you. And she was saying, I was just now, of course the horse was going to get the care, but of course funds are scarce. So something else was going to have to go, right? You have to kind of rob Peter to pay Paul. So it was amazing. I'm telling you, I've seen this place myself. She's an amazing caretaker of these animals. So let's get started. Are you ladies ready to read for some animals? Great. Now, for everybody in the chat, I'm going to tell you we're going to do a few readings from my community page for those people that posted, and then I'm going to be selecting messages from the chat. I don't expect to get to everybody, right? I mean, it would take us 8 hours to read everybody's animal that's in here tonight, but we're going to do our best. We're going to randomly pick people, and I hope that you get a reading. And if you don't, and you're interested in getting a reading, these ladies' information, including their website and how to contact them, is in the description of this video. Okay, so let's get going. So also, I hope they're saying this in the chat, but these ladies just need specific, okay? they need the sex of the animal, the breed of the animal, and the name of the animal. Is that correct? No. Tell me what you need, Jody. Jump in, Jody.
Thank you, Susan. So the less information that we know, the better. So all that we would need is the animal's name, what kind of animal it is. Keep it simple: dog, cat, horse, fish, whatever. If the animal is a male or a female, and then if that animal is alive or has crossed over. That is the only information that we need. The animals are going to present in the way that they feel they want to present. And so that's why the less information that we know, the better the connection, the better the reading is for you. Okay. Great job, Susan. That was really good.
Fantastic. I told you there's no messing up on this thing. Yeah, and Karen is putting it in the chat, so we're all good. So let me see if I can figure out some of these questions. Okay. Let's see if I can pass the test of what she just said. How's your hearing retention, Susan? Okay, so I have Elimination Portal has Buddy, who is a dog, and let's see what else. I think Buddy is a boy, and Buddy is living. She has some specific questions, but if you would like, that's the basics.
No, the question, please.
Yeah.
The question is, she wants to know if this dog has low whining, and she wants to know if it's separation anxiety or in pain. She does give him CBD doggy treats, and that does help.
Susan, that's too much information. Sorry, Susan, I love you, but that's too much information.
Okay.
So is the whining pain or?
I'm just telling you how she wrote it, ladies.
Okay, good.
I don't know how else to make it make sense without giving you more information.
Donna and Julie, you want to take that first one with Buddy?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
So I feel that there is a little bit there. I do feel a little discomfort, and I feel it in my hips, but really low down, like almost in my buttocks kind of an area.
Lower abdomen on the right for me, like by the hips also.
Mm-hmm.
But a little bit to me is like it's mom, dad, well-trained parent, because if they do a whine, the parent responds. So it's a little bit of attention seeking as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the discomfort's not that strong.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully that answers the question.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I love it. Okay. So now, let's see. I have to read a whole paragraph and then figure out how to tell you what they're asking. Okay, here's a good one. Lori Gilbert wants to know if Charlize, the dog, will come back again, meaning I think reincarnate.
Charlize?
Yeah, Charlize. Charlize.
Like the actress?
Charlize.
Oh, like Charlize Theron?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so.
So Charlize is a dog in spirit?
Yes.
Female?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I only say that because sometimes when you get a dog named Sam, it could be a boy, it could be a girl. I'm just going to say, yeah. So Charlize. So just give us a moment. Diana. Blah, blah, blah.
So when I connect in with Charlize, she's letting me know that she'll be coming back, but she's not necessarily coming back to the woman that she was with before. She's not, I guess, going to reincarnate to her. Definitely will be coming back, but not letting me know that she's coming back to her, to the woman, to the owner.
I got something a little similar. So when I connected in with Charlize, I got this little sassy attitude, almost to say, well, I'm already here and I've been here for a really long time. I'm here and everywhere, with the little head. So there's a little bit of she's already here. She's been here. She's with you all of the time. So the question of, will she reincarnate? There was that, well, I'm already here kind of attitude that kind of comes along with her. And also, Lori was the owner, I believe, Susan.
Yes.
She has been, and she's poking me like this in the shoulder, like, hello, I'm here all the time. Hello, in a very annoying, like, hello, I'm here. And so she's making me feel like she does give Lori these messages that she's around her all of the time. So Lori, I hope that makes sense.
I agree with you, Jody. I got because the question that Susan asked was, will she come back? And right away I heard, come back from where, or come back to where? I'm here. Like,
I'm
you
already
know, like, yeah, like come back home, or come back, because what do you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope that answers the question, Lori. But she's definitely still all around you and just giving you those little pokes of messages. So thank you for sharing her with us.
That's great. Thank you guys so much. So let's see. I'm going to say Seascape. Seascape, I think you're in the chat, but you put a question in this in the community page. So I'm going to use your question in the community page if you don't mind. Okay. So well, maybe I won't. See, I don't have all the information. If I don't have the sex of the animal, is that? Oh no, I do. Never mind. I have it all. Okay. Living dog, named Sydney. And the question is, another reader told her that her dog is asking for healing. What would be the most beneficial for her? That's the whole question.
Thank you.
So I actually hear two things. One is for the dog, Sydney, and one is for the owner, the human. I feel I'm going to, in the Sydney wants me to start with the human meditation, anything calming energy, anything for the human that the human can do to calm, become present, and yoga, even things of that nature. Because the dog wants to kind of feed off, dog, right? Yeah, wants to feed off of that or work with her in that. And then if there's other things, you know, maybe other types of that, like Reiki, for example, might be another thing for the dog, is what I hear. But it's more like calming the owner's energy more. Donna, what did you get?
I'm getting that consistent routine would be helpful. Yeah. Feeling like knowing this is how the routine is going to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it just feels more like it's about the household and the energy within the house, and more about what the human can do for themselves, and the dog the dog will pick up on it, and the dog's actually wanting the human to do it for themselves, and that might be why if there's some behaviors that you're seeing, that might be why you're seeing them, because the dog's actually trying to say, like, hey, it's time for you to manage your energy or meditate or whatever. So
bring it back around.
Yeah, so it's more about the human than it is about the animal. So just know that, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm going to switch over to the live because I think some of these people that wrote community questions also are here in the live. So we have a question here.
Carla.
I'm sorry?
I just said, thank you, Carla B. I just saw something.
Oh, yes.
Like
thank you. Oh, my gosh. Oh, thank you so much, sweet. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. All the donations are going to go straight to 16 Hands of Love. You can also donate directly to them at their website, www.16handsoflove.org. And they'll get that money as well. And they really need it because they actually have to leave. They have a beautiful property that's been gifted. They've been able to use, but that usage has now come to an end. So now they're fundraising so that they can find a new property to go to. So it's actually really important for them to be doing the fundraising. So here's
been identified. They're just trying to move down the street. So.
Right. They have they need the money, right? So yeah. Lee here on the screen says, what does her border collie Bella have to tell us? I think Bella is alive. Lee, if you're in the chat, everybody in the chat, we need to know if the animal's alive or deceased. Can you guys read that, or do you want me to go to another question?
Dianne, how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, let's check in with Bella.
Yeah, I'm okay with checking with Bella. Let's
Okay,
keep
great.
that one too. Thank you.
The first thing I heard from Bella is slow down. And I also felt like a spinning kind of feeling from Bella, as if there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of either spinning around about stuff or chaos or too much going on. And it was more of like let's slow down, just kind of get present. It feels like a lot of like a little bit of chaos going on around Bella.
So very similar to Dianne, I got more of a wave up and down like this, riding the waves. And I can feel in my stomach this, like taking a deep breath, slowing down, riding the nice deep waves, calming, relaxing. Over on my right side, there's like white noise where you can't make out the sounds, but it's like, so there's a lot of this going on. So for me, anytime that I get a direction, like right or left, right means it's present within the moment. So there's, as Dianne was saying, there's something chaotic kind of going on. And Bella's like, we're going to ride this wave nice and slow because this is all crazy. So I hope that makes sense. But this very, like, almost like before you are riding on a roller coaster, that woo. Yeah. So it's not any type of fear, anxiety within the stomach. It's more of like when you go really kind of slow up and down like this is what I'm feeling from Bella. So
can I just add, she's singing Bobby McFerrin's "Don't Worry, Be Happy," and she won't let it go. She just, I had to jump in. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I love it. Okay, I love that too. And thank you, Cindy P. Thank you, Cindy P, for the sticker. All the donations are going to 16handsoflove.org. You can also go to their website and donate directly to them. So now we have our next question is Bella Luna, a 13-year-old Great Dane in her final days. Can you tell me what she wants us to do for her in these final days? So sorry, dear. It's so hard.
Donna, do you have anything? Do you want to go?
I feel that in my body, she wants to be rested. She wants to be coddled, swaddled, so just, I'm sure you're giving her a lot of hands-on attention and she's really loving that. So continue with the cuddles and the strokes and the praise and the talking to her. Animals think in pictures. So you can actually think at her and hold some wonderful memories of your time together and, reminisce a bit and tell her how much, that's kind of what she wants. She's got this planned out, how she wants to go. And it's coming up on her time, but it's not yet. But she just wants the attention and the love.
She's also, oh, sorry, Donna.
No, that's it. I said Julie.
She's immediately singing Louis Armstrong's version of "It's a Wonderful World." She's making me feel sad, but at the same time, it's very much mixed with gratitude. She's also showing me bouquets of flowers and the flowers being brought to her face and her, her nose, but also like around her face. She wants to smell them, see them, the colors. And she wants to also feel the petals on her face. But she continues to sing that Louis Armstrong song, and there's just so much gratitude, but then almost just so much love as well. She knows what's happening. She knows it's her time. So she's just celebrating everything as she goes, but wants to just send so much love and gratitude to you for caring for her for so long.
Thank you. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Life. That's beautiful life.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. That's absolutely beautiful. Bella Luna, our heart goes out to you, dear. Okay, Julie wants to know, you can see it here on the screen. Can you tell me why my pony has collapsing episodes? She's only 12, but has had them since the age of 8.
What's the pony's name?
Do you have the pony's name, Julie?
The pony's name.
Julie is cool. Do you have the pony's name? It usually takes them a minute to come in.
Okay.
Do you have the pony's name? Julie is cool. If you're still in the chat, dear, it's been a minute because you were in the very beginning. So hopefully you're still here.
Magic.
Beautiful
Magic.
name. Thank you.
Okay.
So Magic, horse,
Pony.
alive,
Mm-hmm.
female.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just give me a moment here. Right away, when I connect in with Magic, she actually comes in really fast, and she comes in directly in front of me. I don't know if you've ever seen at like a carnival or where there's a shaky ground. It does this. It's like a vibration. And so there's a horse standing on the shaky ground. And I'm hearing the word vibration. Like there's so much of the shaking from the ground. She doesn't feel grounded. She doesn't feel like she can kind of, she's saying, put a foot in the ground to feel solid. My body, if right now physically, I feel like I'm on a big vibrator. It's like this, just vibrating constantly. And there's a little bit of frustration I'm hearing because I feel like I can't put my foot down, if that makes sense.
I had a similar feeling, but for me, it felt kind of spastic. Like she comes in and she's, like you said, very fast and very like just comes in, but it feels like at times it's almost like too much energy. Like she can't control her energy, or she's not grounded. She can't control her energy, and she's a bit spastic about it. And she'll just collapse because of it. She can't, it's not grounded. It's not setting her foot down. It's not, it almost feels like she's kind of above the ground a bit, with this kind of crazy spastic energy a bit.
Is there anything that she can do to help her?
Let's see here.
I'm getting an image of a woman kind of standing beside a horse and doing long like strokes down the neck and kind of going along the withers, going along the back, really slowly, and almost like kind of bringing that energy back down like this. So, touch, so massage, bringing that energy kind of back. And okay, she's showing me again, the woman is starting kind of up by the neck and going right along the withers and the top part of the top line all the way back to the rump. So very slow. And I'm feeling like, oh, that feels really good. Kind of almost like that when you get a deep tissue massage, you're like, oh, that feels so good. So right now I can feel in my body kind of like, oh, wow, that feels really good. So I
also liken it to, I don't know if anybody is familiar with when autistic children are very, they almost have to be wrapped. Like it's like a hands-on and like kind of controlling that energy where it makes them feel safe and grounded. I got the same thing, hands-on, but then I also feel really strongly, get a really strong hit about Reiki, offering Reiki to her, to Magic, would really help a lot, quite a bit. Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yeah. So Julie, can they maybe just post like a little snippet, Susan, and just let us know if that made sense to them?
Oh yeah, you guys can just post a little validation. That would be great. Okay, so the next one is from Linda, and she wants to know, why does her cat Kiki bite me so much? I assume Kiki is alive.
She feels like a girl, but we'll see.
No, the first thing I hear, she's okay, sorry if the language is she's a little pissed off. But it's not anything that you're doing. She's a little pissed off because I feel like something hurts back here, or like not hurts, but like there's something annoying back here, and she's trying to like, and she can't. Like, I don't know. How do you feel about that, Donna? But it's annoying, so it's ticking her off a little bit.
Yeah. Because the cat will be, I'm seeing an image of the cat's just fine, and then all of a sudden it's just like, wow. Yeah. I get the feeling that it's the way it feels to me like it's not intended to be an attack at all. It's not intended as anything malicious. It's just her Kiki's way, let me just say.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know, they don't have thumbs. They can't pet us back, you know? So it's like fine. How
Yeah.
It's that's just Kiki's way. That's what I get.
Yeah. She's showing me my dog got a little stick stuck in a tooth, like within the molar, just a little piece, and he can't go on that. And that's what she's showing me is Lucas doing that the other day. And I just had to kind of prod it out. But there's a tooth back here that bugs. It just feels like there's a tooth back there that bugs her too. It is her way, as Donna's saying, but there's also a little something going on back
added to it.
Yeah.
So I want to just say that we're not veterinarians and we're not giving veterinary advice. And we expect you and urge you to follow up on anything with your veterinarian. Okay. But I would just ask, is this something that she should take the cat to the veterinarian to have looked at just in case there is a tooth issue?
I would, just to be safe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just have someone look at it. She may not be able to see what's stuck if there's something stuck back there. So, and Kiki might bite her if she tries.
I suggest anesthesia, a lot of anesthesia. Anyway, okay. Maybe for the vet, not for the cat. I don't know. Okay, so, and wow, this is quite an interesting question, as you guys can see. So we have, that's a cat, Bruno, living, and it's a boy. And she asked if Bruno was going to live until 18, and he meowed and asked him if he was going to make it to 20, and he shook his head no. How interesting is that? This cat knows what he knows. So what do you guys think about that?
Okay, so give us a moment and so Bruno, cat, male, alive. And so really the question is, and I asked him, so I guess I'm a little confused on what her question would be. If he's going to live to 20? I mean, is that?
Yeah, I mean, is he right? I guess. Is he correct? Is he going to live till 20, or is he going to, between 18 and 20, I guess is the time frame.
So maybe a good question we could ask Dianne is, what would he like to share about the age?
Yeah.
Or his age.
Okay.
I just got this image of a little old man dancing like a hip hop dance. So on the outside, the physicality, like this little old man, but the energy inside is like debonair, suave, like he's got the moves like Jagger on the inside. He's saying age is just a number. He's making me feel like he's so energetic on the inside that he might present as this like creaky old man, but age is just a number. It's how we feel on the inside. And I feel, Sarah, this is kind of a soul lesson, but I don't want to go there because I just asked that question. So it's more of like, what are you saying? You're as old as you feel, or something like that. You're as young as you feel. So it's definitely more internal. He's very energetic, and he's making me laugh because he's so suave and debonair. Like the hip hop dancing from this old man. I don't know if you can watch it on YouTube or TikTok, but watch this old man like doing a hip hop, like, and he's got good moves. He's got the rhythm. That's what he's making me feel in regarding the question. He's pretty awesome. I do like Bruno. I don't want to say favorites, but he's very spry for his outer body. He's making me feel.
I heard the same thing. I heard age is just a number.
Yeah.
Age is only a number. And then I also agree with you, Jody, that I feel it's much more of a message, not to him or from him about him, but to Sarah about what I heard was quit focusing on the number so much.
And he's also saying it's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. So, and there's he's using the word, I see the word judgment. We typically, somebody who's old thinking, oh my gosh, they're so fragile. They're this, they're that. But on the inside, he's saying no. And so again, there's that soul lesson, and I'm seeing the word judgment. So don't judge. Oh, okay. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah. Don't judge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I'm 18. Yeah. I'm 18. I should feel this way. Well, no.
Mm-hmm.
Don't count him out yet.
Yep. Absolutely.
No.
All right. So we have Kelly, a question from Kelly here. She would like a message from her kitty, Daisy, who's crossed over. I'm assuming that Daisy's a girl kitty. Can you guys give her a message from Daisy? And she would like to know if you can see how she crossed. But I think a message would be great.
I'm going to focus more on the message, only because it feels like that's what Daisy wants to say first. Daisy, well, first of all, so much love. I mean, they always come through with so much love for the humans. That's one of the main reasons why they're here. So there's just a lot of love. She misses you. There's a bit of sadness because however she left you, it feels like you weren't together. And you said, how did she cross or something to that effect? But she's sad that she went the way she did because she knew it was going to be hard for you, but that's what she needed to do. But the other thing was that she's still with you too. And she's twirling around my feet, like doing the infinity sign, but around my feet. And I can feel her now. She's being playful and joyful and wanting me to realize that she's down there by my feet. Donna,
That's exactly what I was getting. I was getting like popping up over here. I'm right here. No, I'm right here. Mom, hey, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, so she's still with you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. So that's sweet. I hope that helps you, Kelly. She's still with you. She loves you. She doesn't, she seems to be her happy-go-lucky self.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Danielle, the spirit scribe, wants to know, why does Chacha bark so much? Now, obviously, Chacha's alive, and I'm going to say she's a girl, and I'm going to say she's a dog. Maybe I'm wrong.
Unless it's a cat that can bark.
Or a seal. She could have a seal.
Or a seal.
I'm not judging.
No.
So Chacha. Okay, so maybe a question would be if she feels comfortable to talking about the barking.
Yeah.
Okay. Right away, I heard nobody listens to me, and there's a little bit of she's tired of nobody listening to her, and it's not even like she's being very serious about this because this is kind of a message for me, and I think all of us as well. That Chacha wants to know that her voice is important. And so I feel, again, there's a soul level part of this, Danielle, that her voice is important. She has a lot of things to say, but nobody listens to her. And she keeps saying, oh, she's just a silly dog. Oh, she's just a silly dog. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. And she keeps doing that. But she's like, I have a ton of things to say. I want to share my words. I want to share my wisdom, but everybody kind of keeps saying, no, be quiet. No, be quiet. That's what she's kind of, and she's like, I'm just going to get louder. Because until you listen to what I have to say. And she's very much in that state of mind, like you're going to keep listening to me because I'm going to get louder until you actually get the message. And she's very forthright in when we talk about the barking and the vote. She just wants to be heard, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I got a lot of the pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, or pay attention to me, pay attention to me. You're not going to pay attention to me? I'm going to keep doing it.
And that's good. That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, that
I'm going to keep doing it.
little boy going, Linda, listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
I want to interject here. So what in God's name does she want to say? I've got two pet psychics here. Please, for the love of God, tell us what she wants to say.
So Danielle,
I got your back here, girl.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So when I asked Chacha, I got the word validation. And again, this goes along with the soul. I don't want to go too much into it, Danielle, but it's about you validating how amazing you are, validating within yourself how special you are, that you are deserving of getting that job promotion. You're deserving of this. So she's trying to bring your attention to how worthy you are. And she keeps saying, and she's showing me a woman that's kind of, distraught like this. I don't know what to do. And Chacha's like, get up, go do this. This is what so it's almost like she's your cheerleader, but you're not really in tune to that, to see that about yourself. So that's the message that she wants. It's all about, you are worthy of your own awesomeness, is kind of what she's saying. And again, she's very like to the point, and she wants to get it to you, and you're sitting there like this. And so it's all about being worthy and deserving. That's what I got from that.
I kept seeing her show me a picture of Danielle not paying attention. And it's like, you're not paying attention. And the paying attention, I asked Chacha, the paying attention is, like Jody said, paying attention to things about yourself that are really cool and awesome, and the things that you kind of just go like, no big deal. It's not, I'm not like that. I can't do that. The kind of not validating yourself, and just paying attention and really celebrating those things about yourself that are really awesome, that you just kind of push aside. And she's just going to keep barking until you, until you start to validate and acknowledge and, and celebrate those things about yourself. I'm sorry to say that she's probably going to keep barking. Right, Jody? Yeah.
And to go along with what Dianne was saying, it's more of like I can't deal with that right now. Or, and it keeps kind of going back to like relationships in general. I'm not deserving of that kind of thing. Well, I don't really deserve that kind of promotion because I didn't do anything, but you did. You put in the time. You did all of these things that you're kind of dismissing, like Dianne said. That's what she's getting. Look, you put in all the time, and so that's why these people are going to give you that promotion. Are going to give you that. But you're like, no, I don't think I deserve it like that. And she's like, yeah. And so it's almost like.
So she's the cheerleader. Chacha's cheerleading you, Danielle.
Yeah.
And so are all of us. And I'm all of a sudden quite grateful that my dog doesn't bark at me for eating too much cheese. Okay, so let's go. Everybody in the chat will know what I'm talking about. So Kevin's loving vibrations. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you, dear. Can I get a message from my dog, George, who is a male and living?
Sure.
So George makes me feel like he's like a guy's dog. Like he's a dude. Like he's just He's like chilling with you on the couch. Like he shows me, okay, so you know the painting of the dogs playing poker and they've got the visor on like that. He's got a cigar. He's like, we're bros, man. That's what I hear. I hear George saying. He just loves it. He thinks like you're the best thing since sliced bread. Like, oh my God, that's my dude kind of a thing. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Awesome.
And when are we going to go for a car ride? Because, I'm like seeing this head, like nose, up at the top where you crack the window, the nose is up. And just want to feel free. Go for a car ride.
Well, you wouldn't mind a drive-through, I heard.
No.
That's awesome.
Okay, Kevin.
That's awesome. Kevin, if you're still here, let us know how that resonates with you, please, dear. That sounds great. I love it. Who knew you had a poker playing dog that wants to go in the car and go through drive-throughs? I don't know.
George
Learn
is
something
like
new
his
every day.
wingman. It's like his partner. Cool. That's how George sees it.
Smoke a cigar.
Fantastic. I mean, smoke. We don't condone smoking either for animals, but anyway. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go with Jackie. Jackie Ogle, how are you, dear? It's good to see you here today. She has two Havapoo puppies, so adorable, Ethan and Ezra, reincarnated from my other two dogs in spirit, Buddy and Beagle, and Gizmo, a Pom. Are her two Havapoo puppies, Ethan and Ezra, reincarnated from her other two dogs who are in spirit?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Wow, lots of energies in that question. I feel, Diane, I want to go with Buddy. I'm kind of looking at the names, and I want to go with Buddy in spirit. Buddy, a beagle. So what are you feeling, Diane?
No, that's good. Let's go for it.
You want to go with Buddy?
Sure.
And see what Buddy wants to share.
Yep.
Right away, when I connect in with Buddy, I like see all of these dogs and different animals and things like that. And then Buddy is in the back, like in the way back, like, who, me? You want to talk with me? And so he's like pushing through the crowd to get to the front. He's like, wow, she wants to connect with me.
The price is right.
When I connect with Buddy, the first thing I hear is, these two are rascals. Is what I hear about Ethan and Ezra, and that Buddy's keeping an eye on them. Buddy is not, he's not letting me know that he's reincarnated as one of them. It feels very much like he had a hand in, getting you to Ethan and Ezra, or getting Ethan and Ezra in your life, but he's not reincarnated, and he feels very much like he's guiding them, and he thinks they're a bunch of rascals, and he's keeping his eye on them, kind of teaching them, molding them, kind of showing them the ropes from the spirit world.
I'm getting the same feeling, Diane. I'm seeing this dog with the hands on the hips now that he's kind of come forward, the hands on his hips. And the same feeling I feel, and he's like picking up one of them, moving him over here, picking up Ezra, moving him over here, picking up Ethan, moving him over here. And he said they can't do it on their own. And so there's that rascal part of like, they can't do it. And he's like, thank gosh they have me, because they wouldn't know what to do. And so there's this older brother, bigger brother relationship. Like he does take care of them, but there's also this piece where he's allowing them to do those shenanigans. He's watching and observing, kind of like this with his hands on, and he's watching. And when things get too quote unquote out of control between Ethan and Ezra, that's when he kind of comes in and says, nope, you need to come over here and you need to go into timeout. Nope, you need to come over here and go into timeout. I also got the same feeling as Dianne that he's showing me, he's like, here, he presented these two puppies like for you.
Yeah.
And knowing that they were going to be a handful. And this is the still connection that he has with you, Jackie, is like, I'm going to give her these puppies because I know she's amazing. And I'm going to be like, nope, you need to go here. You need to go. So there's that kind of loaded question of so much energy that's kind of going involved. But Buddy is very much involved with Ethan and Ezra.
I heard wrangling. So
Yeah.
he said he's wrangling them. So he's kind of lets them do their thing. And then all of a sudden he kind of like has to, okay, bring it in, guys.
But I didn't, the same with Dianne, I didn't feel like a reincarnation from Buddy. It was more of like, he's helping from the sidelines, like as that assistant coach with that, if that makes sense.
And Gizmo just keeps popping up and goes, I'm here. And he's like teaching Ethan and Ezra, like how to be a little naughty. That's what I think.
No,
That's awesome.
Jackie, you got your hands full, girlfriend.
You've got some handful in that one, Jackie. That's a good time. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, and just some validation from Kevin. He says that his pup loves car rides and is chilling with me on the couch right now. No word as to if this dog plays poker yet. We'll have to get back to you on that part. But anything is possible on this show. So I can't put this on the screen, but Stories by the Numbers donated $49, $49.99. And thank you. All the donations go to 16 Hands of Love. But I'm going to have to read. This is the thing. I miss my dog Fulton so much. He unexpectedly passed away recently. She's having a difficult time because her father also recently passed. Her mother is also sick. She says she's lost without her dog. Does he have any messages for her? I don't know his name. Stories, dear, can you Fulton? We do know his name.
Fulton.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay.
I'm so glad that this one came up because I saw it come up in the chat. I was drawn to it in the chat, and I was like, and I read it, and I just wanted to say, Fulton was trying to say, you're in a stage of new beginnings. It's really hard to feel that right now, but that's why he needed to go now, so that you would be able to start this new beginning. And he's helping you from the other side. So that part came up when I saw the chat, and I'll let Donna step in now. But yeah, go Donna.
Fulton has also been, I don't know if you can validate this in the chat, but Fulton says he has been coming to you, and like you may feel a brush against your calf, where Fulton is like bringing his energy in to just let you know that he's there, still supporting, still loving, checking on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you said that, Donna, I felt like this whole side of my head was like he would wrap himself around her head, like at night when you sleep. And I feel like he was maybe a bigger dog, so this may feel like it might not be possible, but he does like take up this whole bit on the side of your head and just kind of comfort you as you sleep.
So that's not your imagination if you feel that brush against your leg or against your body if you're laying in bed trying to go to sleep.
Yeah. He loves you very much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a pretty cool message.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
New beginnings.
Fantastic. So I want to give you a little bit of feedback. Jackie says he was so sweet. Yes, they are. Oh my, they are freaking frack. Oh my, it's true, she said.
Thank you, Jackie.
I love it, Jackie.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. That's okay. It's close to Dutch. Donkey. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. Dianne B., our dog Cleo barks at us every night, despite trying everything. Why? Another barking.
Cleo.
Cleo. It's
Cleo a female?
Diane, you just posted this, dear. Let us know if Cleo is a female. I think so. I'm pretty sure. If you're still here. Let us know if Cleo is a girl, yes or no.
Diane, you can go ahead. I'm getting like a big download, and so I'm trying to meander.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you get like the big, huge?
Yes, yeah, I did. A lot of stuff going on, and it was like, so parts of it are you're forgetting something. I see a bunch of things. So it feels like she, but it feels like a he. I don't know why. Male energy. That you're forgetting something, and she keeps trying to remind you that you're forgetting to do something. Then I also see, like on your knees, like whether you're forgetting to be grateful, express gratitude. It does feel like a bit of a soul lesson in here because it's a lot of information. Jody, do you have anything?
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, it kind of came in like, I'm also like, Cleo's making me feel like also a male energy too. Very, I don't want to say dictator, but very much consistency. And Diane, you not being, okay, true to who you are. You, and when I say download, it's like these flashes of images keep coming, and there's this heavy weightedness. And so it's making me feel that there's a soul lesson. Me so too. When I ask about the barking, it's, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Very regulated. And then there's Chloe showing me like check boxes, and you didn't check all of those boxes through your day. Was I grateful for this? Did I say I love you? Was I appreciative? And there's not, and I'm seeing that she thing. This is really interesting. Okay.
I also feel like like he's pulling like a pulling, like you want to go this way, Diane, and he's pulling you back. She's pulling you back. No. You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. But it feels like a lot of, like Jody said, regimented. Like, you're not doing this, you should be doing that. Did you do this? I'm reminding you, you didn't do that. I also just got something feels off. Like they're like the schedule's off. Like he's not things aren't the same. Something's upset right now, and he's very like off kilter, and it feels very unfamiliar and not a regimented schedule, and it's very upsetting. And he's it's a lot of information coming in, but it feels like he's very off kilter because something's not as it was.
So I'm getting this image of like moving when you move into a new place, and the movies are bringing in all of the boxes, and you know how normally all of the boxes are labeled. He's showing me, and again, Cleo, I don't know, this male energy with this one, like none of the boxes are labeled, and that's really upsetting. Like, how am I supposed to know that there's dishes in that box? It's not labeled. How am I supposed to know that's supposed to go to the bedroom? So I feel like she's directing, but he doesn't know where those boxes are going to go. And it's kind of upsetting. There's a little bit of an annoyance to where like, you're not paying attention, Diane. Like, and he's trying to direct you to say, okay, we need to go here. We need to go here. What do you mean you're in bed? Get up. We got to move. We got to do this stuff. So there's all of these images again of like somebody moving, the boxes and things are like, but nobody knows where to put the stuff because none of the boxes are labeled. And again, with the checkbox, he's very, again, as Diane and very regimented, and there's something off And it's almost like he keeps saying, I don't know where to put stuff. You know what? I'm done. You need to get up and we need to figure this out. I hope that makes sense.
He's trying to figure something out, because I feel like this is very symbolic. Obviously,
I do too.
Very symbolic of something he can't figure out. He's not able to figure out, and he's trying to remind you and pull you back into routine or something.
I'm getting the pull too, but it's more of like, come on, get up, let's go. We got a job to do. Come on, get up. And Dianne, it's like, no, I don't feel like it. I don't want to. No, you need to kind of get up. So there's this pull of like trying to get up, because and he's using the word upheaval, or change, or something's different.
So basically the dog is trying to communicate so something that we can all take from this is our dogs just aren't barking at us for the heck of it, right? They're trying to communicate. Clearly we've had several barking readings, and each time the dog is trying to communicate something to us. So I think a good lesson for all of us would be slow down, be present, look around, see, is somebody coming in the house? Is somebody leaving the house? Is there a routine that happens at night that has changed, right? Try to be present and see what the message would be. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Or even just a thought, Susan. What are you thinking in that moment? Are you thinking like chaotic, like, oh my God, I got to run to the grocery store, I got to do this, and so what are you thinking in that
or
moment?
Feeling? Are you anxious? Yeah. Like, do you have anxiety going on? Yeah.
Right. And is it at night all the time? Are you anxious about the next day, or like you said, just too much to do? Right. So be present and maybe write some things down, because sometimes it's hard. It's hard for us to think, and it's exhausting, right? So anyway, just try write down some keywords every night. This is what I was doing. This is what I was thinking. And then maybe over a course of a few days, you'll see a pattern.
Or just ask the dog. Just be like, what are you trying to tell me? I mean, it could be that way too. I know when my dogs go crazy, well, what is it do I need to know? What are you trying to tell me? And so as Dianne, if you come up with a feeling and if you come up with a thought, don't dismiss it, because that's how they're communicating with you.
Yes.
We tend to dismiss it, be like, no, I didn't think that. Yeah, the dog is saying, get up off your butt. Let's go. We got stuff to do. And so that's how they're communicating.
Oh my God. You know what? I just got a habit. You could be doing a habit. Maybe you're eating a bowl of ice cream every night. Maybe maybe there's a habit that's really bad, and your dog is like, no, right? No. So yeah, be present. See what's happening. Your dog has a message for you. Thank you. That's fantastic.
Thank you, Dianne.
Yes, thank you, Dianne, dear. Okay, Cindy P. Hey, Cindy P. Okay. She has a grand dog named Buddy. It's her grand dog. It's her son's dog, who officially lives with her now. And she wants to know, is Buddy happy? Because her son and Buddy were very close, but her son had to move. It's a work-related thing. Cindy loves Buddy, I can tell you right now, but she wants to know how Buddy feels.
So this was another one I saw too at some point in the chat, and I was like,
oh, Julie.
And Buddy was. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Donna. Did you want to say something?
Okay, I'm just going to say, Buddy feels like he's hit the lottery.
That's what I think. Yeah, I would hit the lottery if I was living with Cindy.
He misses Josh, but he's like, I love my new mama. Yeah.
Yeah. He's very much at home. He feels very, very happy. And the food's not bad either, is what I hear saying. Like, it's like I feel like regular meals, and there's even like a little extra stuff, like a little dessert on the side. Like, yeah.
And there's all this magenta pink energy in this my field of vision, and it's like, so that's my symbol for kindness and compassion. So Cindy, I can only imagine how well Buddy's getting treated these days. So thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. So he's hit the lottery, Cindy. That's how he feels. He feels like he won the lottery. All right. Fantastic. So the next question is from Why Travel There? I thought the same thing, and I don't know why I'm here. But anyway, they want to know, they have a deceased dog, female Sasha, and they want to know if Sasha reincarnated as her current 3-year-old border collie Storm, who's alive. And the reason I'm doing this question is because her husband asks all the time. So we're trying to help her out here. Apparently, this could save the relationship.
Another reincarnation, right, Jody?
I know. We're getting the barking and the reincarnation ones.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's the question, Jody?
The question is, did Sasha's deceased? Did she reincarnate as her current dog, which is Storm?
Okay.
Right away, I'm going to go with Sasha, Dianne. Again, she's showing me the hands like I handed you this dog, like I did this. I'm again not getting the feeling that she reincarnated in Storm. It's almost like I helped this along. Sasha's very sweet, very tender. She's making me feel like because you had that relationship with, now it's time to, and she's saying bump up the game. So I don't know if Storm is a little pistol or a challenge, but she's like, you had a sweet one in me. Now I'm going to bump up the game and give you Storm. And she keeps saying it. And she's laughing in this little sweet, like kind of voice, because she is making me feel like she was the amazing one. She was the greatest one. And she's like, now I'm going to give you something that's going to challenge you a little bit.
Don't do it.
So, that's what she's making me feel. Dianne, are you getting anything?
I feel similar to you. I did feel that it was almost like a heart, and then handing, like she kind of showed me a heart, and then the handing of Storm to you. Why travel there? From my heart to your heart, and definitely not reincarnated. And I also get the feeling that she's around still, very much around. So Sasha's very much around, also guiding, watching, looking, and also chuckling like a bit, like Jody said, like
So wrong.
She also wants us to know that she chose the name. She chose the name Storm. And so sometimes animals can do that to where they set up situations or experiences. And she's very proud. Oh my God, she literally does. So
Storm is a storm, I think.
Yeah, she's taking credit for the name. So in the terms of was she reincarnated, she's wants credit for helping you name Storm. Like, here you go. This is, yeah. In that aspect, she is, like Dianne said, still with you, still around. And she's again, there's feeling of like she was the only one. She was the amazing one. And so she sits back like this and she's like, watch this. And she kind of does this. And then Storm does something crazy. And she'll be like, I did that. And then she'll go like this. And so there's a lot of directing from Sasha to Storm. And to go with Storm is like oblivious. Storm has no idea what's going on. Storm's like, woohoo, let's go. Yeah, I'm totally into everything.
Yeah.
Oh, God
so
bless
you.
you.
Got your hands full with Storm. And you can thank Sasha for that.
And
With
sorry
love.
for your
Sasha
husband.
With love.
Yeah.
Well,
And sorry for your husband.
Your husband's question.
Sorry.
Yes. Okay, that's fun. Thank you guys so much. That's fantastic. Jelly Bean, still sad. Pedro, male dog, very much loved. Had to put him down. Did he understand why? Poor Pedro. We love you, Pedro. Much love to you too, Jelly Bean.
Pedro's like, look at me now. Look at me now. It's so
Look at me now.
And he's like, is he walking around, with that bounce in his step? And he's so happy. and he's up and he's like up on his hind legs, right, like this, and he's like, "Mwah, thank you." It's almost like it was his time, and you feel like he knew it was his time, but he just like needed a little help to transition out of the body. So I think not only did he understand, he was appreciative and is sending you so much love and gratitude.
Yeah, I get a huge thank you for making that really tough decision, for hearing what I had to say, for feeling that I wasn't having any fun anymore. Everything I was going through it just wasn't fun. And you were there for me when I needed you most, is what I hear him say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he thanks you very much. And he then does the spinning. I think that may be Pedro in the picture right there. And when I look at it, I see him with a little what I want to say, like a little jaunty chapeau. Is that what they say? What's that little phrase? The little tiny hat, just going, yeah.
Yeah.
Very happy. Yeah. Yeah, very free. But he's with you still too. He too likes to sit right here on your right shoulder, and he's just like, hello, 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 hello. Hi. Hi. And he'll even kind of nip on your ear a little bit. Like it feels like I feel like there's something on your ear. That would be Pedro.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just want to add really quickly what Donna was saying. I got the image of the prayer hands of gratitude. I got the and thank you at peace. So the namaste prayer hands like this is what
Nice. Oh.
Yeah.
So he loves you and he's still hanging out with you, apparently, and sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Michelle has a male dog, Oreo, passed away, and a female dog, Sadie, who also passed away. Any messages from Oreo or Sadie?
Ooh. Sadie.
Dianne, who you want to go with?
Sadie.
Sadie?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. It's just sometimes when I get these visuals, they're very funny. So as Susan was reading the question, immediately I saw a dog kind of come in and it was like getting ready like this. All right, I'm ready. And then Dianne is right. As soon as you said Sasha, the dog whipped his head around and was like, ugh. Like Oreo had something to say, but then Sasha was like,
no. Yeah.
At Oreo. So the two of them are now like side by side because Sasha's over here and Oreo's here. And then Sasha kind of went like that.
Yeah. Sadie kind of went like this to Oreo, like, my turn.
All right. So the question we can ask Sadie is, what is it that she would like Michelle to know at this time?
Mm-hmm.
Right away when I asked Sadie that question, she's like, oh, he's still as annoying as ever. He's still like right up my butt. He's super annoying as ever. And there's this like back and forth, like, no, yeah, no, yes. And immediately I heard her say, he's still as annoying as ever.
Oh my God.
The other thing that I heard which is much more of a soul level, sweet message, is be kind to yourself. I keep hearing it. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. As if there's that you're being very hard on yourself about something. And I keep hearing. I initially heard be kind, and then I just kept hearing be kind to yourself. Please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to yourself. So yeah. So Michelle, if there's something that you're being rough on yourself about, give yourself a break. Be kind to yourself.
And
Jody.
Yeah, Sadie, there's an internal fight. There's an internal argument. Sadie, this is why they kind of came in together, and it kind of like going back and forth. There's this, and I agree, Dianne, that there's this soul lesson, Michelle, that you're grappling with something. Like should I do it? I don't want to do it. Should I do it? I need to do it, kind of back and forth of this internal struggle that's kind of going on. This is what Sadie's bringing to your attention. You have to be a little bit more kinder and gentler to yourself. And this internal struggle is, and it's like this is what she's showing me. Okay. You have to kind of sit back and just sit with whatever this internal struggle is going on, and be kind to yourself, and know that sometimes being human is really silly, and like, what are we here? Like, kind of like that, and just being gentle and kind with yourself. Because there is definitely, Oreo is a character. I'm going to tell you right now, because he's kind of, blah, 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 and Sadie's trying to like talk, and then Oreo's like,
okay, that's a riot. Okay, that is a riot. She couldn't get a word in edgewise when he was around, so now she's
correct. She's taking the show now. Mm-hmm.
That's a riot.
Yeah. Thank you, Michelle. So I hope that was helpful.
Yes, I'm sure it was helpful. She enjoyed it. She was LOLing and right there with you the whole time. So I had a question and it disappeared, and I know it's here, but it's not here, but I know it's here. Okay. So, gosh. Okay. Shannon Hutchinson. Hey, Shannon, thank you for joining us. Barry, male dog alive, has health issues. What message does he have for me?
So the first thing I hear from Barry, for you, Shannon, is go with the flow. And it feels like it's about his health issues are a way for you to, there's like an acceptance aspect to it, hence the go with the flow, that they are what they are. There's not, you can do like palliative care or like basic care, or the care that you know how to give that the vet tells you to do. But the reason why he had, like you have him and he has health issues, is to help you understand that there's an acceptance, that things sometimes just are as they are. And when you go with the flow and not have that resistance to them, things actually can become better and easier to manage. That's what he's telling me.
Yeah. What I'm hearing is look for the virtues. And I don't know if that particular word is significant. I don't use that in readings a lot, but look for the
virtues. Virtues.
And
virtues. Look for the good.
It's about, it's about what you focus on expands, and he's like puffing like he's getting like really big. So looking for what's going right, and this would be something I needed to hear. Yeah. Look at everything that's going right. You know, my health may not be 100%, but you know, nothing's ever
focus
perfect.
On the positive.
But it doesn't have to be perfect or good, you know, great to be good enough, you know, so go with it.
Yeah. As Donna was saying that, then I see him like take a magnifying glass, and like when you look at that, it just becomes bigger, meaning, and for me, it feels like his health. When you look at his health, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like this huge, you know, all-encompassing thing, but he's just like,
so maybe it's about
stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Donna was saying, like, when you focus on it, becomes bigger. So you just accept it. I hear him say, I love you. I know you love me. I know you do. So let's just stay there, shall we?
Ooh, Rico Suave, Barry. Yeah. All right.
Lots of sugar.
Ooh la la, yeah. Wow, Shannon. All right. Well, she did say that you know, he has her heart, so you know, of course, that is reciprocal. Jane, thank you so much for the super chat. All the donations that you give me are going straight to 16 Hands of Love, minus YouTube's administrative take. Wild Travel there. Thank you so much. And there was one more donation that I might get to in just a second because it's not there right now. I know it's there, but it's just not showing me. So I want to say, let's see what this question is. It says, my sister says she saw my long deceased female cat, Cassie, a few weeks ago. Did she really see my cat?
Cassie,
My Cassy,
Casey.
Casey. My bad.
Right away when I connect in with Cassie, we're saying Cassie. She's very chatty. And Lori, she's been sending you messages, but you're not being in the present moment. And she's making me feel, she's like, well, heck, if she's not listening to me, I'm going to go to the sister. Your sister tends to be more open to these things. Your sister's open a little bit too much. So she's showing me like the barn doors are wide open for your sister. She's like, oh, this is going to be easy. And she went right to her sister. She's like, went right there. And so Lori, you're okay. Not as open because you're so much in your head all of the time. And so she was trying to give you messages. Your sister, on the other hand, is like those barn doors that are wide open. And she's like, oh, heck yeah. And she's like, I'm going right over there. So I feel like Lori did feel the presence of her. But then again, she's so wide open. And sometimes when we're so wide open like that, a lot of things can kind of come in and a lot of, energies can kind of go through, come in, but it was almost like, oh, heck yeah, she's open like a barn door. I'm going right over there. And Lori, I know we say a soul lesson, but there's this weight and it's kind of clouding you from getting these messages from her. She's showing me like there's this bubble around you and she's like throwing rocks at you and they're just kind of bouncing off. She keeps throwing these rocks at you and like the rocks are the messages, but they're just bouncing off of you until she saw your sister and she was like, oh, heck, I'm going to the barn door. That's what I got with that.
She's a little bit of a smarty pants. So she's a smarty pants. And she said, absolutely. The very first thing when you asked the question, she said, absolutely. And she said, what am I, too fast for you? Like that. But then she was, much like what Jody said, is very much like she has been giving you signs and she even shows me like, what do I got to trip you? Like she almost like has to like get underneath your feet when you're walking to trip you up to get you to pay attention. And that is, I think something probably along the lines of a soul lesson of being more present and, kind of slowing down, being present, being open, being willing to let things in, because she's there, she's paying attention, or she wants you to pay attention to her. She's giving you signs all over the place, and it's not like a bad thing that you haven't seen them. It's just, she's knocking. It's just taking a little bit of slowing down and being present and being open to them.
So she's now showing me she's showing me a door and there's a woman on the other side, on the side of the door. And then there's the cat that's and the cat is like knocking. And the girl is like looking around. So then when I asked Cassie, what can Lori do? And she just shows me the girl just taking a deep breath and when she blows on the door kind of opens a little bit. And then the girl kind of comes up again and the door opens a little bit more. That's what she showed me and what you can do, Lori, to kind of get yourself out of your head and just kind of either meditate or do some breathing techniques to kind of really bring yourself back into you. I hope that help was helpful.
Yeah, that sounds very helpful.
Yeah.
I love that they have the soul lesson, that they are helping their owners, even from the other side. And in this case, you know, recently, and some in other cases years ago, they're still here with us, right? So fantastic. So we're going to go to Pat Lee, has a male dog whose name is Chance. Past any messages from Chance?
I don't know what Chance is. The first thing I hear Chance say is, "Howdy, partner." He's from out west somewhere, and he has a cowboy hat on, and he's doing a Texas, like the line dancing with the boots and everything. I just get this sense of happiness, and I hear life is a dance, and I hear him say he knows you celebrate him. And Pat, Chance knows you celebrate him consistently. And he likes that. That's a way for him to help him send you messages and kind of make sure that you're centered too. And also he likes it because he realizes you're honoring him. You're not like stuck in grief, is how he feels like it's allowed you to kind of move on and take him with you, which is what he always wanted.
Oh.
Yeah, Donna.
Yeah. And I wonder if there's not something special you didn't do that you did with his collar, because I'm getting that he's showing me he likes what you did with his collar, and I'm kind of seeing it being with some other mementos that you have of him, or with a box for him. But anyway, that's what I'm seeing, and he's happy, so happy on the other side, and his message is, "Don't worry, when it's your turn, I'll be there."
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Still dancing with Pat is what I hear him say.
Oh,
yeah.
So much love. I can feel the love. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you doing, dear? Thanks for coming by tonight. So has, and I think your name is Isis, but I'm not going to guarantee that. My living 11-year-old Chihuahua, Chichu, hacking more often, hacking and gagging, and he gets up at night from it. He's aggressive to vets. So, I think she's looking for anything that she could do to help him feel better.
Okay. So Chichu is a dog.
Chihuahua.
Male? I feel like a male.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's a male. He gets up at night, so yeah, it's a male.
Okay.
So right away, and I will preface this with what Susan said earlier, is we're not vets, we're not medical people, so we're not going to give you medical advice. But I definitely feel like when I connect in with Chichu, I feel like almost like a phlegmy kind of feeling, kind of a closed off feeling in my throat, as if I kind of want to either try to swallow it or cough it up. And it doesn't hurt. It just feels, like restricted. The other thing that I'm feeling very strongly about, and this is another soul lesson, I think, coming through, is there's something that needs to come out. There's something that needs to come out. And it's something that is going on with you, that Chichu is mirroring or kind of bringing to the forefront for you. It feels very much like there's something caught in your throat, or something that needs to be said, or something that needs to be brought out that is kind of caught there and kind of, I can't say it, or, I can't do it, or I can't kind of go forward with something. And that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from Chichu.
Similar. I'm getting in the mouth. My tongue feels super heavy. Like my tongue is just blocking, and I know this is going to look really gross, but my tongue feels really heavy. Like when you go to the dentist and you get Novocaine and you can't feel your tongue because it's so heavy and so swollen. And I keep hearing weighing down, like it's weighing down and can't get it out because whatever is, and as Dianne said, it feels like there's a soul lesson that's tied into this. Like something is weighing you down and you can't get it out or you can't get rid of it. But my tongue feels like it weighs a ton.
Are you familiar with the saying, hold your tongue?
Yeah.
Hold your tongue. Don't speak. Don't hold your tongue.
Hold your tongue there. Yeah.
I'm not getting that. It's more of like a weighted down, like heavy feeling.
Physical?
Mm-hmm. I feel like something is pushing on me physically. But my tongue, it feels like it's really heavy and it's blocking like what I need to say.
Right.
So
that's what hold your tongue. So is there any, so you're getting that soul lesson kind of?
Yeah. I don't feel like it's, I don't feel like, and Chichu is not sharing with me that it's something physical with him. But like I said, we're not veterinarians. We're not medical folks. It feels more like it's a message for you that there's something that needs to get released, something that needs to get said, brought to the forefront. And he's really doing this hacking to illustrate that. If that makes sense.
I would agree 100%. It's more of like this, something is weighing you down and that you need to, as Susan's like, stop holding you need to get it out because it just gets heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. This is really interesting. I'm just going to have him clarify that for me. So I get a lot of physical within my body that, again, it's not a diagnosis of anything. He's just bringing my awareness to the feeling of a heavy tongue and the, like something is just weighing me down. I'm just going to hold on. He's got a little bit more. So bizarre. He's saying, stop being the carpet. Stop letting people walk all over you. And now he's saying, is the time to, you know how in the spring where you go and you shake out the carpet and you're releasing, again, this is very symbolic for you. I am. He's saying, stop being the carpet. Stop being the carpet. Stop letting people walk over you because this is weighing you down and you can't like say what you need. Say what you need to say. Isn't there a song called Say What You Need to Say? Mm-hmm. He's now giving me the thumbs up about the carpet shaking. And he's making me feel like something is going to happen to where it's in the spring. Like we shake the carpets in the spring. But the message is, so stop being the carpet. Stop letting people walk all over you.
Interesting. Okay. All right, dear. I hope that message makes sense.
Let us know.
And I hope you know that Chichu is working with you. Our animals work with us. This is what they're talking about with soul lessons. Our animals see, they know what we're going through. They know what we're thinking. They know our trials. They know our worries, and they want to help us. And so they kind of go about it in a way that we don't always recognize. That's why we have these ladies here tonight. But yes, they are helping us. They're not just barking because they're, irritated or bored. They're actually trying to communicate with us. And in this case, gagging and choking. I wanted to just share this briefly. Michelle says, sincerely grateful for each of you and sharing your gifts and messages with us. How sweet is that, right? So here's the thing, you guys. We've been going for about an hour and 35 minutes. We can go. I'm happy to go another 15 minutes if you guys are, or we can wrap it up.
I'm okay. I'm feeling okay to do a couple more.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Let's see. People are sort of dropping off, but I think the people that are here really want to talk. So let's see if we can add a few more here. Okay. Amy. Amy has Roxy. Her beautiful little girl passed. Does she have a message?
Well, first of all, Amy, so sorry for your loss. Because Roxy feels just like this. She feels like a tour of force, but not like in a bowl you over energy wise, physical energy wise, but just like the amount of love that she has still for you. I don't mean to put it in past tense because it still happens. She just says, I hear her just say, you were the best dog mom ever. And she almost does that little, like, I call it Valley Girl. That dates me a little bit, but she's just got that a little bit of sass, a little bit attitude, but nothing major. But she's got a personality that you're the best dog mom ever. Yeah.
Roxy has a beautiful smile, and she's kind of like Jill like this. And I get this sometimes in readings. If anybody remembers the show I Love Lucy and that big I Love Lucy heart, and she just kind of bursts through the middle of the I Love Lucy heart and it's like, hey, love you.
Yeah. She wants you to continue to carry her in your heart, because that's where she will sit right here, even when you sleep at night. If you're ever on your back and you feel like right here, that's her. She wants you to carry her in your heart. But she wants you to use that to motivate you to pay it forward, I hear her say. So whether that be like, it feels like there's volunteer work, or there's another animal coming up, or there's somebody else's animal to help care for, there's more care for you to give, and you're not done yet. And so she wants you to pay that forward onto the next animal and help the next animal, or help other people with their animals, whatever that feels right for you. But she wants to be right there by your side as you do it too, almost like a therapy dog that could come along. So.
Because she says the more love you give, the more love you have to give. And to, keep sharing your light. To keep sharing your light.
Yeah.
She's so proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. So thank you. Beautiful light.
Yeah, absolutely. She's wonderful. You are too, Amy. She just, like Donna said, she thinks you're the cat's pajamas, I hear her saying.
So maybe these next couple we can kind of do speed round, just kind of be quick about it, so we can get a few more extra in. So the first one is from Dianne. Otis, who's a multi-poo living, and what message does he have for her? Because he is her challenge.
So when I connect in with Otis, I literally can't see him, because all I see is like,
yeah.
So I'm like, where are we going? What are we doing? Like, I don't even know what's happening. Like, he's just going like that.
I heard patience is a virtue.
I
kind of went like this. Patience is a virtue, like kind of like sarcastic, because I'm going to try your nerves a bit.
Mm-hmm. He just said something to me, but he's zipping by me. He says there's no time for slow pokes. That's what I heard with that one. There's no time for slow pokes.
I heard life's too short. Let's get to it. We got stuff to do. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's now snapping over here.
Yeah, like,
let's go. Come on. Like that.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool though. I do like Otis.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm getting tired just listening to you guys with him zipping around. Okay. So his message is that there's no time for slow pokes. That's his message. Get with the program, Mom. We got to go.
The patience is a virtue is kind of coming back up. But when he says it to me, because I said, can you clarify the patience? He's more of like, the patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
Like he's not a patient person. It's almost like he's trying to be patient with you. It's like, come on, let's go. We got to go. We're like this.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
my
pretty
God.
Agree, 100%.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, it sounds like he's happy.
Yep.
Okay. So here's a question from Peony and Roses. She has a parakeet, Snowy. Can you tell me why she plucks her neck feathers off and on? Why does she screech often, like really often?
Ooh,
Snowy.
okay,
Her name is Snowy.
Parakeet.
So when I tune in, I see this over your energy, Peony and Roses, and it's like this janky, 3 sets of janky lines, almost like, like on a heart monitor, and that's stress or illness. I don't know if you're having like headaches or stress, but Snowy is like picking up on that, and it's, I think, a bit of mirroring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel stress as well, and I feel pressure right here on the side of my neck, and then it goes down my arm and makes my arm numb. But it feels very much. It feels like tension, headache, tension. When I am under stress, my neck really will kind of seize up, and that's kind of how it feels. Is what's going on. So there's stress around her. And that screech, when I ask her about the screech, that's her trying to go, just stop it. kind of an energy. She's trying to express it just to kind of get attention and to get things to she has to express it and get it out, or else she's going to do more of the feather pulling. She's got to get that anxiety or that tension out of her.
So I'm getting a pain in my shoulder and in my back. I don't feel comfortable like in my own skin. And she keeps repeating over and over again, like 4 or 5 times, we need to get to the root of the problem. And she's showing me like pulling, like we need to get to the root of the problem, whatever the problem. And again, Peony and Roses.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get to whatever the root of that problem is. Stop with all of you need to get, and she's showing me like pulling out the feathers because she's trying to get to the root of that, like uncomfortable, like not feeling comfortable in your own skin.
Is it physical or is it situational, environmental?
It could be both, or it could be a combination, because it's definitely going on with Mom.
Yeah.
So it could be the environment is causing her to have physical problems. Okay. But the environment, could it be just activity, like maybe a lot of activity like kids or people, or just like, could we move the bird to like the bathroom where the bird has quiet? Would that help or no?
So I do hear Snowy say when you were asking all those things, I was running it past Snowy, and it felt like having some more access to fresh air would help considerably. The thing that's happening is she'll pluck out some feathers. Mom will get nervous about it and put focus on it, which then causes Snowy to get anxious about it. And so it's almost like it starts here and then it all becomes tangled. So both Snowy and Mom, I'll say Mom instead of Peony and Roses, but Mom just needs to take a step back and breathe a minute and allow Snowy to have some fresh air and also have a sense to breathe. It's almost like we just need to take a little break maybe from each other is how it feels, like maybe a little vacation, and just kind of understand, kind of a reset. Maybe it feels like to me. You see Jody and Dianne also.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So maybe Snowy can stay with somebody for a little bit, or.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it feels environmental to me. It feels like the energy around Snowy is, we think it's normal. Yeah. We're like, they're just kids, or I'm just listening to this TV, whatever, but it's not normal for Snowy. Snowy doesn't like it. Maybe there's yelling. I don't know. Something situational, I think.
Yeah.
So really quickly, let's do lightning round. Let's just each person take one question.
Okay.
All right. So lightning round. Whoever wants to take this one, can you read it on the screen?
Mm-hmm.
So Stinky absolutely is hanging out, and Stinky loves to play with Cody. Stinky loves to mess with Cody more than anything else.
Mhm.
He's like, and then Cody's like, what was that? What was that? What was that? You know, very, yeah. Stinky feels like a little bit of a rascal, and he's definitely hanging out and loves it.
Cody doesn't have a clue.
No. Cody is like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
That's not fair.
And can't keep up. Fantastic. Nope. So I think you have your answer, Tina. Yes, that is the case. Now here's a loaded one. Whoever wants to take this one. Candy was our second dog. Does she have anything to say about the Sasquatch that we came across before she passed?
About the Sasquatch?
About the Sasquatch. They saw a Sasquatch, and she wants to know if Candy can tell you guys anything about it. That would mean you would have to believe in Sasquatch to answer this question.
Yeah. So Candy thought that he was actually a gentleman, like a really nice guy. Like there's a really good energy about Sasquatch, and she was actually, it really didn't faze her. She knows what it was because there's emphasis put on it by you, Estelle. But when she saw Sasquatch, she was just like, yeah, okay, he's cool. He's cool. He's great. He's here for the greater common good. Like he's here to do good things. So yay you that you saw him. That was a good thing. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm
Okay.
hearing that song about my intentions are good, so misunderstood. I can't remember that song.
Oh.
I got the, oh my God, what is that? Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you. Oh, it's just a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't. I don't know if I can put this question together. Let's see. Okay, let's use this one. Bo, male, Jack Russell mix, does his right hip hurt him? Again, we're not veterinarians. Please do not take this information in lieu of seeking veterinary help.
So I saw this in the chat earlier, and when I read it, I did get a little sensation in my right hip, but it wasn't, it was like, meh, like it's there, but so. I don't know, anybody else have anything?
More lower back is what I'm getting.
I'm getting lower back, like muscular is the word I'm hearing. And flower power. And it's interesting because if you feel that the right hip, that's how he's communicating with you. And again, it's nothing, I feel like it's muscular. But if you are feeling like, is it his right hip? Is it his left hip? I'm not really sure. Then I would probably just make a little call to your vet and be like, I'm a little concerned about Bo's, hip. Is there anything that you can do? Because that intuition that is coming out in you, and it's very specific, like right hip. It could be a left hip. It could be whatever. But I'm getting like lower back, muscular. So I would encourage you just to make that little call to your vet and say, hey, I'm a little concerned about this. Can we get it checked out?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good. Awesome. So Lori saved her dog Beauregard from a life of abuse. Thank you, Lori. You're an angel. But she only had him for 2 years before he died. She misses him and loves him. Does he forgive me that his life was so short? Oh my gosh, of course he does. But I'll let you guys answer that question.
There's nothing to forgive. There was absolutely nothing to forgive. I saw this one in the chat earlier, and I just was like, I'm so hoping that this one would make it.
Mm-hmm.
Beauregard feels like he's very much in the present. He had lessons to teach the former owner, things he was working on with that owner, but you were like the breath of life, the breath of fresh air, the love. There was just so much between you, and wants to thank you for gifting him with such a beautiful time and a beautiful life. And, it's unfortunate that they don't get to stay as long as we want them to, but
And the one thing Beauregard is saying is you were his angel sent from up above.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that too. And I also got him like he wants to be like right here and just like big sloppy kiss all over the place.
Like you're the body coming on to him.
I got it in the face too, Julie. Like he's like right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's got a
Thank
problem
you
with
for
personal
doing
space.
that. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Lori.
Yeah.
He's happy. He loves you. He had a great life with you, and I don't think there's any regrets on his behalf. I think he's all good.
Yeah.
This is a rough one. I'm just gonna, because it's a bit sad, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it up here. Let's just try to be quick, but it's not easy. But let's just try to see if we can give some help here. Because I think just knowing that she's okay would go a long way for this person.
She's absolutely okay. She misses you tremendously, because she can feel the pain that you're in with all of with what's happened, and she's really sorry she got out, but it's not your fault. Like she's making sure she's very clear. Please do not blame yourself. You didn't do anything wrong by any means. This happened for another reason, which you don't quite know yet, and I haven't shared with you. And she's not sharing with me. She may share with the others, but she loves you so much, and she just wants to give you a big hug because she knows you're in a lot of pain, and she wants to help you release that pain as well. So
I heard the same thing, Julie. I heard no regrets, no guilt, please, no guilt.
mm-hmm.
She is absolutely okay. On the other side, she's still very much with you. And she said, I had to go this way. It doesn't make any sense to you yet, but it will. She's very much with you still. No, go ahead.
I'm getting pretty much the same thing as well. I'm sorry. And she says, I'm sorry that I had to show myself in this way to you. She chose to show you this way because if she didn't show you, it would have been harder for you because you would not have been able to find her body. You would have had more questions. So she's sorry that she had to show you this. And she's talking about a little bit of closure that you found her, because if you didn't see her in this way, you would have not. And again, as both Julie and Dianne, there's a bigger message that hasn't been revealed yet. But it's, I'm sorry, I love you. I'm sorry I had to show you this, but it was for your greatest to have you see me. Because if you didn't see me, you would have had questions like, oh, is she still out there? Is she doing that?
Yeah. Closure. That's some form of closure.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much. So Estelle, thank you for your donation. And this is going to be our last reading. It's Purple Elephant, deceased male dog Pepper. Any message?
I'm just going to take some time to disconnect from that last one.
Sure, absolutely.
That one was tough for me.
I will say that Pepper was named appropriately. Very peppery. Spicy and ping, like Peppa.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he takes pride in that too. Having that joie de vivre and the pepper and all of it takes a lot of pride in that. And I feel like that aspect of it, like saying his name, makes you smile. Like I've been watching like Dan's face and I see a smile, like that smile. Yeah.
Like even when you're talking about him, Julie, he's kind of like, yep, Pepper, yeah, Pepper. That's me. Very joyful, very joyful energy.
He's the spice and the sugar and spice and everything nice.
I see a dog and a pogo stick.
Oh no.
He's super funny and he's going pepper, 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 pepper on the pogo stick like this. Oh, like very proud of himself. Like he's.
See if there's any messages.
He's making me start. He wants me to rap. I don't rap. My name is Peppa. I cannot lie. I don't know. See?
There is a song, Julie, like going along. He's like singing on the pogo stick. He's singing a song like da, 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 da. I don't know what it is, but he's just kind of like bouncing all around me. So
and the message is very much about joy, finding joy, being joyful. I feel like he brought you a lot of joy. Triple elephant, Deb. And I feel like is to just seize that joy, seize the moment, remember him and feel joy, look for joy.
Pep in your step. I hear pep in your step,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Deb, he wants you to be proud of the accomplishments that you've done. So whatever that may be, and he keeps going back to the pogo stick. Like to bounce on a pogo stick is pretty hard. But he's saying he's proud of you for the accomplishments that you've done. He's proud of you where you came from to where you are now. That he's really proud of. And you need to take joy in the accomplishments that you have received now. And it's all about the joy. I don't know, Deb, maybe you have a pogo stick, because that would be really cool if you did. So, maybe he was one of those trick dogs. I don't know.
That's awesome.
The pogo stick is very significant about bouncing in joy and thinking of the accomplishments that you, Deb, have achieved.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. Thank you guys so much. Everyone, thank you for watching tonight. We went a little bit longer, but we sure got a lot of messages from all of these beloved pets to their owners. Thank you so much, the four of you guys. And thank you to all our moderators, Tracy and Karen, and all of my regular moderators. Thank you so much. And thank you to 16 Hands of Love for everything that you do for the animals that you take care of. And tell me again, when is the event?
2 weeks from tonight. 2/22 at 7 p.m. Same time as tonight.
2/22. Okay, February 22nd at 7. And can they go to what website to find out about the event? That's a fundraiser for 17 Hands of Love or 16 Hands of Love. And is there a website?
The Animal Communication Collective. I'm brain dead. Get information there.
I bet Karen can put it.
But the main way to buy a ticket is to go to 16handsoflove.org. As soon as you log in, you'll see the Speak to Your Animals event at the top of their page, and you can buy tickets there, or raffle tickets, or like I said, please buy both. We'd love to have you. You get a little bit more time in each reading in that event than what we were able to do here. So it's really powerful.
Thank you guys so much for doing that. Thank you guys to everybody. Shannon says, please do this again. We do. I have these ladies on, I don't know, every other month, or I don't know. It's we've done this 3 times. This is our 3rd or 4th time.
Third time.
Okay. Yeah. It's fascinating, isn't it, to hear what your animals have to say to you? It's fascinating. So thank you guys again. Really appreciate it. If you guys want a reading with any of these ladies, please look in the description. You'll see each of their information listed there. Also, there's 2 more wonderful pet psychics in the chat that have been moderating, Karen and Tracy. You can also get readings with them. They're wonderful as well. So listen, thanks again, everybody. We will see you again right here on this channel. Thanks for joining me. You guys all take care.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you, Susan.
Hug your animals.
Yes.
Hug your animals. Goodbye, everybody. Good night.
Good night.